You're in the big boys land, and if you don't do right, you could go to prison. You cannot smoke marijuana, can't do alcohol, don't hang out with people who mean you no good while you're on probation. Do you understand? Is this mom here today or grandpa?
She's here.
All right,
Mother.
Mom, could you come up for a moment, please? So that potentially he doesn't go to prison, you know?
To the first amended motion to revoke. And it's regarding violation of conviction number 10. It should read violation of condition number 11 on or about the 21st day of October 2025 in Fair County, Texas. The defendant Henry Renee Salazar did then and there purchase, receive, possess, or transport a weapon in violation of condition number 11.
Any objection to the amendment?
No, Your Honor, no objection.
All right, Mr. Salazar, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Henry Salazar.
All right, do you understand that the state is asking that the violation condition be amended to reflect a violation of condition number 11 and not condition number 10?
Yes.
Do you understand that's a substantive change to the motion to revoke? And do you understand that your attorney has certain rights or certain days to prepare for to answer the allegations that are in this motion?
Yes.
And are you waiving that time?
Yes.
And defense, are you waiving the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then to violation of condition number 11 as read by the state, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
State,
Defendant abandoned the remainder tonight.
any objection to the waivers?
No objections, Your Honor.
And defense, are you waiving the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then to violation of condition number 11 as read by the state, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
State,
Defendant abandoned the remainder tonight.
any objection to the waivers?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 11, if the court were to find that true, the court could find you guilty, revoke, and sentence you up to after 10 years in the prison. Did you understand?
Yes.
And knowing that you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 11.
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 11 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. This time, the state is asking that we deny the state's motion, alter and amend this conditions for him to attend state ISF. And the reason for that, after time with the probation department, is because he was just placed on deferred education in August of 2025. I know there are other allegations that are going to be taken care of outside of disagreement. However, after reviewing the evidence, that is what we are left with.
All right, so here's the thing. I understand that sometimes people are young, right? And they don't think things through. The studies I've seen, and based on my experience as a defense attorney and prosecutor, sometimes young people, they don't look at the consequences. Sometimes it has to do with instant gratification, or sometimes there's peer pressure. You are on deferred adjudication for a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is 2 to 10 years at the prison. You understand? You're going to have to, if I follow your agreement, you're going to have to start making better decisions. Otherwise, you're going to end up in prison, potentially. And I really regret that they don't have after-school programs anymore. I think we're all old enough, maybe except for Megan. We're all old enough to remember the after-school specials. And there were 2 after-school specials that I saw when I was growing up. One was with Susan Day from the Partridge Family. I think it was called Caged, where she ended up going to prison. I think she had stole something, right? And she's in prison with all of these grown adults, and she's sort of like a teenager. And the other one was involving the actors who played in The White Shadow. Do you remember The White Shadow?
Mm-hmm.
About this white guy who goes in to do this basketball team in the bad part of town. But it ran for many years. And they did a Scared Straight thing with them. And so with Scared Straight, what ended up happening is they would take young people, take them to the jail or the prison where the inmates scream at them and tell them this is what's going to happen to you in prison or whatever. And so in that scared straight program, the inmate told the teenager, say, look, if you don't get your life better, you're going to end up coming in here in prison. And it's not where you want to be. And you know what ended up happening? One of them didn't listen to them. And they ended up going to prison. And they thought it was going to be fine because they're like, oh my gosh, you remember me? You talked to me doing scared straight. And that inmate looked at him and said, I don't know you. And then the screen went black. So you don't want to be the person who ends up in prison because you can't think through the consequences of your actions. You understand?
Yes.
So I give people choices sometimes. So I'm going to give you a choice today, right? I can revoke you. I'll sentence you to 2 years in the prison, or I'll follow the state's recommendation, which is deny your motion, alternate your conditions, which is what he's agreed to, your counsel has agreed to. You're going to go into custody and you're going to go to ISF. So, and I believe, do y'all want ISF cognitive or is there something else going on?
It's almost but like really what into the sugar to get out.
Okay. So those are your choices. Which do you prefer?
Second.
All right. And then if you're drug tested today, is there going to be any positive other than, well, you tell me, what is it? What are you going to be positive for?
Just not allowed.
All right. So who is your support system?
My brother and my grandma.
All right. So do you love your mom and your grandmother? Stop putting them through this.
Thank you.
Life is so easy. You know, there was a blues song that I love to listen to. And that person said, life is hard, but it's fair. Like you're going to come in bumps along the way, but you're in the big boys land. And if you don't do right, you could go to prison. You cannot smoke marijuana. And I want you to stress this to him after I finish. You can't do marijuana while you're on probation. Can't do alcohol while you're on probation. Don't hang out with people who mean you no good while you're on probation. Do you understand? Is this mom here today or grandpa?
She's here.
All right. Mom, could you come up for a moment, please? Hi. I'm not going to swear in. Any objections to me not swearing her in?
No, Your
All right. So tell me. So neither the state nor the defense wants him to go to prison. He's very young. That's why I'm looking at things slightly differently. So I'm going to need you to be the strong, strict parent for him. So tell me, what is his issues? What does he need? Is there some condition that I need to give him to help you put him in line?
I think that the ISF program is going to be the best option for him. I think that it's going to be something better than prison. He's young and despite his actions, he's honestly really smart. He's really, really smart.
So is he in school or is he hanging around with different people you don't want him hanging around with? What's going on?
It's the company he keeps. It's not them. Whenever friends get together, all of them make decisions that are not good. Luckily, he's no longer around friends. He has no more friends. They come around no more. He's just by himself. He did register in school to get his diploma or GED recently, so which would be Tuesdays and Thursdays. However, I feel like he needs to own up to his actions and face the consequences. And I think this would be a good program.
Right. So tell me, when he's at home, other than working towards his GED, is he employed? What does he do all day?
He's not employed yet. He's had some interviews lined up.
Okay.
And just other than that, I mean, he hasn't got hired yet, but he was still focusing on going to school and completing, because like I said, he's actually really smart.
Okay. And let me ask you this. Does he need GPS so you'll know where he is? The fees will be waived, so it won't be any extra financial burden.
I think GPS might help for right now. He doesn't have any, he doesn't want to cut it off or flee or anything like that. He does good on it. He won't even leave the front door. He does well on it. He's not disrespectful towards me or his siblings. He's he has manners. I'm sorry for what he's done. I couldn't tell you why he's made those decisions, but
Oh, no, here's the thing, not your fault. At some point, even if we think that we haven't been good parents, at some point, it's no longer your fault. At some point, people have to start taking responsibility for their own actions. So I'm just trying to figure out what we can do so that potentially he doesn't go to prison, you know? All right, thank you so much. All right, come back. All right, so this is what the court will do. Court denied the motion to alter the amending conditions to include state ISF. You'll go into custody for that. There's going to be partial GPS for school or work until further notice, waive the fees. There's going to be 300 hours of community service restitution. 100 of those hours will be deemed satisfied upon completion of the GED. I'm going to order you to get your diploma or GED. And then the remaining hours will be deemed satisfied if you obtain any type of trade school certification or if you attend some type of higher learning. You understand? Now, I'm not ordering you to get your trade school certification, but you have a choice. Either you can do 200 hours of community service out in the heat, or either you can do it to better yourself. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have any questions about anything?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Probation, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. We can go off the record. In this court, communication is key. You have an issue, you better talk to probation. If you feel they're not addressing it, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you.